Hey guys, back here, and wow, I did not realize how bright this is. If you're looking at a white background for so long, because I've done so many retakes of this, it's quite fucking annoying. Anyway, I got a new webcam. As you can see, my whole room, which is a mess right now, because I'm back in college, I'm still setting everything up, because... Well, kids didn't behave when we were sent home, so... I'm not one of the kids who didn't behave. I'm one of the ones who behaved and had to suffer the same, but... Again, I'm not here to rant. I'm going to do a different COVID rant soon, but I'm not much of a ranter anymore. I kind of want to be all positive. So, I got a new webcam! It's amazing! And to test it, by the way, if you're wondering what this red thing is, I'm trying to configure my other webcam to show my keyboard so you can see what my hands are doing when I'm playing games. Anyway, possibly my feet too, because I do like the foot keyboard thing, and you probably want to see what that is. Anyway, enough talk. Let's get into reading. We're going to read something that an AI called Botnik wrote. It's an AI, artificial intelligence, wrote a chapter of a fake Harry Potter book. Here's what it is. Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. Chapter 13. The Handsome One. The castle grounds snarled with a wave of magically magnified wind. The sky outside was a great black ceiling, which was full of blood. The only sounds drifting from Hagrid's hut were the disdainful shrieks of its own furniture. Magic. It was something that Harry Potter thought was very good. Speaking of very good, this webcam, the mic is amazing. I had to crank it up, but it's an amazing mic. I had to crank up the volume because it's whole room mic, so... Searching the whole room, not directly at me, and... Is my webcam crooked? It is, but it doesn't matter because it's such a good webcam. It's viewing like this. Not this, it's this. Okay, back to where I was. Let me start over so we're not lost. The castle grounds snarled with a wave of magically magnified wind. The sky outside was a great black ceiling, which was full of blood. The only sounds drifting from Hagrid's hut were the disdainful shrieks of his own furniture. Magic. It was something that Harry Potter thought was very good. Leathery sheets of rain lashed at Harry's ghost as he walked across the grounds towards the castle. Ron was standing there doing a kind of frenzied tap dance. He saw Harry and immediately began to eat Hermione's family. As what everyone normally does, it's fine. Ron's Ronshire was just as bad as Ron himself. If you two can't clump happily, I'm going to get aggressive, confessed the reasonable Hermione. Page 271, chapter 13. Oh, that's the chapter? What about Ron magic? Offered Ron. To Harry, Ron was a loud, slow, and soft bird. Harry did not like to think about birds. Death Eaters are on top of the castle. Ron bleated, quivering. Ron was going to be spiders. He just was. He wasn't proud of that, but it was going to be hard to not have spiders all over his body when all is said and done. Look, said Hermione. Obviously, there's a load of Death Eaters. There are loads of Death Eaters in the castle. Let's listen in on their meetings. The three complete friends zapped onto the landing outside the door of the castle roof. They almost legged it, but witches are not climbing. Grammar. Ron looked at the doorknob and then looked at Hermione with searing pain. I think it's closed, he noticed. Locked, said Mr. Staircase, the shabby robed ghost. I'm just imagining a normal ghost that just happens to have the name Mr. Staircase, but has nothing to do with Staircase. Oh, the screen is bright. I need to fix that. They looked at the door screaming about how closed it was, and asking it to be replaced with a small orb. The password was, "Beef women!" Hermione cried. Harry, Ron, and Hermione quickly stood up behind a circle of Death Eaters who looked bad. I think it's okay. I'll do a Death Eater. I'll do a creepy voice. I think it's okay if you like me, said one Death Eater. Thank you very much, replied the other. The first Death Eater confidently leaned forward to plant a kiss on his cheek. Okay, maybe not the right voice for that. Whatever, if it's... Oh, well done, said... I had a sneeze coming. I just tried to do the sneeze in the evil voice. That was weird. Oh, well done. Oh, it's triggering the sneeze. Wait. Oh, well done, said the second as his friend stepped back again. All the other Death Eaters clapped politely. Then they took a few minutes to go over the plan to get rid of Harry's magic. Harry could tell if Voldemort was standing right behind him. He felt a great overreaction. Harry tore his eyes from his head and threw them into the forest. My favorite line in the book. I'm going to reread it. Harry tore his eyes from his head and threw them into the forest. Voldemort raised his eyebrows at Harry, who could not see anything at the moment. Well, no shit, he can't see anything at the moment. He doesn't have eyes. Voldemort, you are a very bad and mean wizard, Harry said savagely, and Hermione nodded encouragingly. The tall Death Eater was wearing a shirt that said, Hermione has forgotten how to dance. So Hermione dipped his face in mud. Ron threw a wand at Voldemort, and everyone applauded. Ron smiled. Ron reached for his wand slowly. Ron's the handsome one, muttered Harry as he This is why I don't like to volunteer myself to read in class. Muttered Harry as he reluctantly reached for his. I don't even need to look. It probably is perfect quality, but I'm lost. Ron's the handsome one, muttered Harry as he reluctantly reached for his wand. Then they cast a spell or two. Jets of green light shot out of the Death Eater's head. Ron flinched. Not so handsome now, thought Harry as he dipped Hermione in hot sauce. The Death Eaters were dead, and Harry was hungrier than he had ever been before. The great hall was filled with incredible moaning chandeliers, and a large librarian who decorated the city with books about masonry. What even is masonry? Mountains of mice exploded. Several long pumpkins fell out of McGonagall. Dumbledore's hair scooted not his hair, his hair scooted next to Hermione as Dumbledore arrived at school. The pig of Hufflepuff pulsed like a large bullfrog. Dumbledore smiled at it and placed his hand on its head. You are Hagrid. You are Hagrid now. Ow! Ow! Why is this video so hectic? Why is this video so hectic? Anyway. We're the only people who matter. He's never going to get rid of us, Harry, Hermione, and Ron said in chorus. The floor of the castle seemed like a large pile of magic. The Dursleys have never been to the castle and were not about to come there, and Harry Potter and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of it. Why would it say the title order? I'm criticizing that of all things. Not that Ron eats Hermione's family. Harry looked around and fell down the spiral staircase for the rest of the summer. I'm Harry Potter, Harry began yelling. The dark arts better be worried. Oh boy. And that's it! Also, the pause feature in OBS now. Because I could be half shirtless, and within an instant, have clothes back on. That's not the reason why I would use the pause feature, but it's just such a cool thing. How did that take me 10 minutes to read? Anyway, why did I take my shirt off, too? That was like the first thing that came to mind. What can I change? I'll take my shirt off. Oh, my webcam's loud. I have to adjust this. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.